Sample Domain 4 question. A solutions architect is evaluating methods to reduce the cost of a batch processing job that runs once a day on Amazon EC2 instances. The job completes within 2 hours. Which of the following is the most cost-effective solution? So, as in a lot of projects, we're trying to cut our costs to the greatest extent possible. The fact that it runs only once a day and runs only for 2 hours are important clues. Our first option is to reserve the required EC2 instances for 1 year. Well, that doesn't sound right for a product that runs once a day for only 2 hours. To reserve it for a full year for what ends up being 700 hours of work, I don't think that's going to be our solution. Our second option is to use on-demand instances for the job. On-demand instances have the benefit of being able to be turned off and turned on at will, and costs only accrue during the time that the job is running. This will assuredly be more cost-effective than reserving instances for a whole year. I could turn on an on-demand instance, run it for 2 hours, and turn it off again when we're done. And I would pay only for those 2 hours that the instance was running. So that's definitely a potential. But we're looking for the most cost-effective solution. There might be others. Option C, what if we utilize spot instances for the batch processing job? Spot instances are a fascinating part of the EC2 pricing model that allows for the use of intermittent use of compute power, utilizing surplus AWS hardware. The trade-off is that spot instance resources can be reclaimed by the EC2 platform if they're needed by somebody who wants to pay full price for them. But in the meantime, you can get 70 or 80 or even 90% cheaper use of the exact same hardware with spot. The fact that the job runs for a short period of time and finishes makes spot a very attractive option. And we are looking for the most cost-effective solution. So that is now a more effective solution cost-wise than on-demand. This is our new best option thus far. But let's look at D. Should we purchase savings plans for the required EC2 instances? Savings plans are somewhat like reservations. Reservation was the older strategy. Savings plans are the newer one. Both require commitment to 1 year or as many as 3 years of use of that hardware. That's not called for here. We don't know that we're going to be doing this same job a year from now or 3 years from now. So pre-committing to years of computer usage is probably not in our best interests at this point. So our most attractive option is going to be spot instances. C is our best answer.